Hi, my name is Dean Schroeder. I was the Poppy Chair this year for the Poppy Fund. We did a really good job. I want to thank all the volunteers and also all the people from Shelburne. I'm new here and I don't know very many people, and they did an amazing job at the different places. And as Poppy Chair, I had a lot of help. And I appreciate everything that happened. During my time here, I have made some friends during my Poppy Chair who gave me a lot of help. One of the people that gave me a lot of help was Peter Dowhausen. And I want to thank him in a special way. I have a certificate. I want him to come forward. I'm part of myself and also the Legion to thank him for all the help that he had given me. Again, he was not just a friend to me, he was also my GPS and everything else that helped me out. Because again, I don't know the area, and he came and volunteered to help me a lot of times at the different spots, and also to go around to the different areas and to help me learn more about this area. And I want to thank him very much. And again, I'd just like to thank everybody in the community. It was a big success for the Poppies. Our list of people that actually put their names on, I was a little discouraged at first, but the ones that did volunteer did an amazing job. And I'll probably be doing it again next year, and I will make sure that some of the ones who didn't show, they'll get to know me a little better. All right, thank you very much.
I would like to call upon Denise Choppy, who is the president of the Ladies Auxiliary. Denise.
Thanks, everyone. I'd like to say thank you to the amazing meal we've had today from the Cadet Squadron. To my favorite guys, the veterans, I love you. Had an amazing time today in the parade. Thank you, Dean. I would like to thank the Legion for allowing us to help with occasions that we get to. If Lisa Pete would like to come up. The Ladies Auxiliary is here to help in all the occasions, mostly funerals, weddings, celebrations of life, and we have a bunch of amazing ladies. I would like these ladies to stand up, starting with Mary Warman, who is the past president and is an amazing guide for us all. Table over there and the table over there, we've got amazing ladies. Please stand up if you can. Thank you very much, ladies. You make this work. We could not do this without you. I would like to present a check for $10,000 to the Legion from all the monies raised from the Ladies Auxiliary. This means we work really hard for the Legion and we want to give more. Here's your check, ma'am. Thank you all, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you, ladies.
So, Judy and McLeod and your team of quilters, have provided another round of quilts. So if you would like to come up, Judy, with your team and introduce them and make the presentations. Thank you so much.
Good evening. We're Quilts of Valor Dufferin. In 2013, under the leadership of Judy McLeod, she had an idea to form a group that was based in Dufferin County that would be presenting, making quilts for veterans as a thank you, a way of expressing our gratitude. Quilts of Valor Canada has a slightly different mission, if you've heard of them. They give to veterans that are injured, whereas we have been trying to present a quilt to every single veteran that has ever served. So it's our pleasure to be here tonight. Judy McLeod's in blue. We have Diane Johnson. We have Elizabeth and George Bricker with us tonight. There's a few more others that stitch with us. Most times we come to the Legion once a month. The Legion generously gives us the front room there to stitch away, and we work on our quilts. We have a few members that take things home as well. But considering we've been a very prolific group, and so far I believe that we have presented more than 75 quilts to Dufferin veterans. We were honored to present quilts last week in Orangeville, and we're here again to present to our veterans, and it is our pleasure. So our first presentation will be, the veteran is Jonathan Ash, and his mom Wanda is going to accept that on his behalf since he's not here to receive that. So I'm sure she'll make sure that he gets it as soon as he's back. So is Wanda here? We'd now like to call up Jason Beck.
Over down there. Yes. Sorry. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our next presentation is to Yvonne Peeling.
Sometimes we have a little help on our stitching. This particular quilt was made by some of the ladies that have taken classes and attended groups at Cobwebs and Caviar, learning how to quilt, and they each donated a block, and those blocks were put together. Our group does run on donations of fabric and matting and those sorts of things, so those kinds of gifts and extra help are always appreciated. Our next one is Dean Schroeder.
So if anybody would like to drop in to see what we do, we meet again on November the 17th in the front room in the Legion, and you'd be welcome to help us come and stitch.
Dan Sample, currently a town councillor, worked very hard on creating the Hometown Heroes project that the banners adorn our streets with veterans on display. Dan?
Thank you. Hello, everyone. The Hometown Hero Project launched in 2016. Since then, we have 50 flags flying on Main, Victoria, and Owen Sound Street. So take a walk. You'll see them for another few days before we got to take them back down. Hometown Hero Board consists of Lisa Pete, Linda Orvis, Ken Bennington, Kyle Fegan, and myself. Each year we go through new applications for the banners. The Hometown Hero banners with the names and ranks and photos fly on our light posts in the downtown core for a month of November. We started with 2 flags per light pole, but we have quickly filled our downtown. We decided this year that we would start hanging 4 flags for each light, as you saw in front of Town Hall today. I hope over the next year that we can fill the whole town. Initially, the banners were limited to Dufferin and Grey counties, but as the residents came forward wanting to honor the veterans and their families who are not from the area, we decided to include them. The Hometown Hero Project is a joint venture with the Shelburne Legion, the town of Shelburne. The town looks after hanging the banners on our light poles. After the banners come down, members of the Legion rehang the banners right above your heads in this hall for the rest of the year. We want to encourage area residents to sponsor a banner in memory of their families, veteran, or friends of their family, or honor all service personnel by donating to the project. You can contact us, hometownheroshelburn@gmail.com, if you'd like more information, or just call me. I'll give you my number after. Thank you.
I would like to call on our president, Lisa Pete. She has worked tirelessly to make today a success, and I want to personally thank you for all that you do to make our community a better place.
I would like to read a poem that my brother wrote, my brother William Pete. On October 22nd, 2014, one of our own was shot down while on duty at Ottawa. His name was Nathan Cirillo. This poem is called Nathan's Song. Another leaf has fallen, a family's dreams are gone. The winds of death came calling. This is our Nathan's song. On a quiet October morning, he stood proudly by on guard, when suddenly, without warning, our entire country is hit hard. The nightmare isn't over, it has only just begun, but like the leaves of summer, together we shall stand as one. A soldier's life comes to an end, another child is wronged. Sadly, a hero we must now send along the highway oh so long. Just each branch of the maple tree reaches up toward the sun. We Canadians stand proud and free. Our nation mourns its son. Thank you. I would also like to thank the cadets and all of you here and all of our veterans that come out all the time. I would also like to thank our Ladies Auxiliary, our executive, our MC, our town council, and all of the residents of Shelburne. This is a wonderful place to live. Thank you very much.
Well, I would like to thank Madam President for giving me the opportunity to be your MC tonight. I hope I've done an adequate job. I had big shoes to fill. Lynn Allison always did a marvelous job. She's here tonight. Today is all about remembrance. It's honoring those who offered their lives on the altar of freedom. And we're so fortunate to have such a celebration of that dedication, that sacrifice in our community. The weekly meetings that are organized in the Legion for the veterans, the Hometown Heroes program. There are so many. Today's celebration of remembrance. There are so many things that this town, this community pulls together to remember the sacrifice of those heroes who offered their lives for our freedom. We had the privilege of my wife taking us, our family, on a vacation this summer to the battlefields of Europe of the First and Second World War. And the only place that does it better is Ypres in Belgium, where they do what we do here on Remembrance Day every night of the week. Every night of the week, they put on a celebration of remembrance and thousands of people come. We were there on July 10th, and there were thousands of people at the Menin Gate. There are 52,000 Commonwealth the names of 52,000 Commonwealth soldiers who lost their lives in the First World War engraved on the Menin Gate. And those names are honored every day with a celebration such as we put on once a year. And it attracts thousands of people each night. We found on that bridge gate engraved the name of Wendy's father's first cousin, Samuel Brooks, who died in 1916. And Wendy presented a wreath in his honor, along with others who were honoring their families, fallen one. And it is a deeply emotional ceremony, as was the whole trip. We went to the Somme, Ypres, Passchendaele. We were at Dunkirk, Dieppe, Vimy, and the beaches, Omaha, Utah, Juneau, Sword, Gold. And it was walking with the soldiers at your side, because you heard their stories, you listened, you could almost hear them, because there was such honor and reverence, respect and appreciation paid to them by the people of Belgium and France. Remembrance is the only way that we're going to recognize that violence is no solution to the world's problems. And we heard this morning that only through unity and accommodation, cooperation, and mutual respect will we continue to survive and in a peaceful world. And so today's act of remembrance is something to be cherished and practiced every day. Our freedom is something that we don't just enjoy once a year. We enjoy it every day. And we only have that because of their sacrifice. From his trench in Belgium, Sam Brooks wrote in one of his last letters to his father, "Remember me in the hour of leisure. Remember me in your hour of care. And if forgotten, in your hour of pleasure. Remember me in your hour of prayer. Please, Dad, don't forget me." That's why we're here tonight. That's why we've spent this day, this week, remembering. Thank you.
So, I would like to call on Joan Wallace to lead us in God Save the Queen.
Oh, can everyone turn? And the Queen is on the wall behind me, please. Please join me. God save our gracious Queen. Long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you for coming out.